Okay, here we are, live at 5 on Wednesday from Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California. And we'll wait for people to get on and join us because we have a big announcement to make. So we're going to, and we also have new fabric. So we're going to show new fabric and some projects, and somewhere in there will be the announcement. So you're going to have to wait and see. So stay with us. Stay with us.
There we go.
Okay, good. We're getting people on. Hopefully, a few people are out there. What is it? In all of his concerts, Bruce Springsteen always says, "Is anybody out there? Is anybody alive out there? Is anybody alive out there?" Yeah. Although, of course, he says it much better than that. But
Ginger, Colleen, Anissa says hi.
Oh, good.
Jeff.
Yes. Okay, so we do have some people. Yay! All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the new fabric. We did get new fabric in this week, so that's exciting. But that's not the only exciting news. Okay, so first we're going to start with from Moda, and the designers are Bonnie and Camille, a mother and daughter group. Maybe that's why we like them. Anyway, we've got the charms of their new line called Sunday Stroll. And so these are the charms. Oh, I wonder why we didn't get the black and white dot. Okay.
Musings live.
Right. All right. So this is the fabrics that we got in the line. We didn't get the black and white dot, but we have other black and white dots. But beautiful floral. I don't know how it's showing up here. It's a navy blue background, and you've got the teals and the rose. This is a very, this color palette is Bonnie and Camille. So we have, a teal dot. Aqua. Okay.
That's
Aqua. Okay, it's called Aqua. So we're going to go with Aqua. It's aqua with white dots. And then you have the smaller floral, and with it's not really white, it's more of it's kind of an off-white. I wouldn't even call it cream, but anyway, that's the background, and of course, again, the aqua, I guess, flowers and the rose, and then we have the navy and white dot, and then the small flowers with the darker background, and the red and white dot. And this may look familiar because we've had a version of this before, and we actually made our cow out of this. So we had our little cow. She was so cute with the strawberry fabric. So this is, fabulous fabric. And then the green and white dot. So, any kind of a quilt, these would be great placemats. And, there's so many choices here. And of course we have charm patterns, and so you can use the charm squares and then some of the coordinating fabric. So a great line, it's Moda. It's from the designer Bonnie and Camille. The charm pack is $9.99, and the yardage is $13.15 a yard. So that's that. Okay, then from Michael Miller, we got some more. We love beach things because, well, here we are close to the beach. So this is called Portofino, and it's $13.80 a yard. And this is such a cute, it's got everything going on here for the beach. You got your sunglasses and your flip-flops and your bathing suits and your hat and, everything. This would be a cute mask. Even a little, you got some sunscreen and a little treat in your beach bag, and then you have your sand buckets. So this is on a pretty kind of a sky blue background, and then a stripe along with it. So another beautiful beach, and a lot of these, these colors coordinate with some of the other fabric that we have there in our beachy area of the shop, beachy fabric area. We don't really have a beach here at the shop.
We have sand and buckets.
Right. No. But anyway, another beautiful collection from Michael Miller. And then we have a few really more basics. the Quilting Temptations from Quilting Treasures Fabrics. So this is $12.55 a yard. So this is a basic. It's a blue with some little darker scrolls on it. So that makes a beautiful blender. You know, when you have the two shades of one color going on, it just makes it so much easier. You don't have to match exactly. If it comes close to one of those, then it works in your quilt. And then we have this Ombre Scroll in kind of a taupey color. And again, it's got a lighter scroll going through it, so it, you know, it works with a lot, you know, it works with a lot of these browns and more taupey colors. And the ever popular sunflowers. So this is called Always Face the Sunshine. Again, it's from Quilting Treasures, $12.55 a yard. It's got this little bee here. So the little bees are happy with the sunflowers, and you know, it can work with the fall things or just on its own. So these are what we got this week from Quilting Treasures. And then the rest of what we got are all batiks. So these are $18.95 batiks, which are from Hoffman. This is their basics, their blenders. So they're $11.75 a yard. So we have, who knows what this was called?
It's called Cloud.
It's called Cloud, but it really is more green. It's
like
kind of a
gray.
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, a green gray.
It's changed depending on what you put it next to.
Right, right. But it is a light. You know, it is a very light, so it'll be in the lights. And then this is a very light green, very pretty green, teal. You know, yeah, kind of going off onto the teal scale there. And then you've got the blue, very pretty. So again, these are the $18.95. So this is, you know, what they look like. This is their blenders, and the green, and a darker green,
Christmas green, I believe.
Perhaps called Christmas green, and then more of an orc and lilac. So very pretty. So just adding to our batiks that were badly in need of being added to. So, you know, more blender colors here. And then also from Hoffman, we got these Ballet Chops dots, because you know we love our dots. So this one is, you know, has a lot of the colors going on in it. So it's got the reds and the greens and the yellows and the, you know, teal aquas, but it's got the dots all through it. So very, very pretty. And then we have just the regular dots to go with it. Oops, that goes with that guy. So this is the green, and then kind of a melon sherbet. Yes, it does look very sherbet-like. So very, very pretty. Again, you've got the dots going through there, so you've got the little darker color, so you don't have to match perfectly. And then the blue with the lighter dots. And then the red. This is a really deep, good red, and it's got the lighter dots. So this is, you know, we jump on these reds when we see them because they're hard to come by.
And this comes across very different on.
It does.
Very orangey, but it's really a red.
Yeah, it's a pretty deep red.
Just as well that is cool, the psychedelic dots.
Yes, they are. They are kind of. It is kind of very tie-dye looking. Yeah. We'll call it the tie-dye dots. We're going to rename these things for them because they weren't very good at naming them. Okay. And then also from Hoffman, this one is called Ballet Chop Sunflower. So we've had this before, I think, in probably other colors. So the sunflower just is very popular and very versatile. And then this is called a Ballet Square Stripe. So it's green, so it's got a very light green and a darker green, and kind of more of a green more on the yellow side, you know, going towards the yellow side. And then the stripe. So this is called Zebra Stripe, and don't stare at it for too long because it'll make your eyes go crazy. but some beautiful batiks that we've added to our collection of batiks. So hopefully this will help you blend some of the things that you have at home. Okay, so any questions on any of the fabrics? No, of course not. There's never a question on the fabrics.
No,
Okay.
Everybody has our info.
Oh, yes. All right. So we're going to get our info, and then I'm going to get another sign, because this sign is going to have our big announcement, and then we're going to show you some new projects. So stay tuned. So our big announcement is that we are opening the classroom. I can hear a bunch of cheers out there. Yoo-hoo! Okay, so starting Monday, May 17th, and along with opening the classroom, it means that we are going to be changing our hours back to Monday through Friday from 10 to 5 and Saturday 10 to 4. So we will be opening on Mondays now. And we're also going to be allowing everybody in the front door of the shop. So I'm jumping up and down that we're not going to be answering the back door anymore.
Yay. Classes.
I love it. Okay, so the caveat with opening the classroom is that we're limiting it to 10 people in there at a time, and all the attendees must be fully vaccinated. Now, I know that's going to eliminate some people, but for the time being, that's what we're going with. You know, and we want to keep everybody safe, and we don't want people to have to wear a mask all day long. And certainly when we're teaching classes, we don't want to have to do it with a mask on all day long. The three of us, Stacy, myself, and Dolores, have all been fully vaccinated. And so, you know, if you are all fully vaccinated out there, we will all feel safe. So this is, you know, this is the announcement. So what we're going to do, the classes that were already scheduled and the retreats, or, you know, the whatever you've booked in the classroom, we will be, the sit and sews and retreats, we will be contacting you to find out whether you want to keep those dates or not. And, you know, if not, and we'll work through the whole refund. This is going to be, you know, kind of a paperwork nightmare for us, but we're going to be doing it so that we can open the classroom. So
Jeff says, do we have to wait 2 weeks after the last vaccination?
yes. So fully vaccinated means that if you've had the 2-shot vaccination or the 1-shot, whatever your last vaccination was, you need to wait 2 weeks. So that's when you are fully vaccinated. So, and the other change is that the sit and sews will be $12 per person, and that is because we are going, you know, we're going to have to spend our time cleaning that afterwards, you know, fully cleaning and disinfecting and everything. So we need to cover the cost of our time doing that. Okay, so there are probably other questions? No?
Not right now.
Oh, I'm shocked. Okay.
Everyone is yay.
Yay. Okay. Yes. All right. So get your fully vaccinated groups together and contact us for dates. But like I said, we had a couple of classes scheduled, Metro Twist and Metro, you know, it was a kind of a combination, Metro Twist, Metro Waves. And we have rescheduled that, but we need to contact the people who were already signed up for that class and have already paid to find out whether they want to go to the, you know, whether they qualify, first of all, as a fully vaccinated person to come to the class, and secondly, whether they want to come, those dates work for them, and then we'll work on the refunds. And then if there are openings, we will open that to other people. So, you know, it's going to take a little time to work through all of this because we, as you know, had a very full calendar, and, you know, we need to work through what was already on there and work with the people who had already had things already scheduled. But if you want to start, you know, doing sit and sews, or, you know, have your own private retreat, then you can contact us, and we'll work through what was already on the schedule. There's a lot of things that aren't going to happen, so we do have dates open on the calendar.
Well, the calendar online is going to be,
yes.
I mean, make sure they know it's in flux, it's
yeah.
ever-changing.
Okay, so the calendar online is in flux and ever-changing, so the best thing to do really is to contact us by phone or email. Okay, so our retreat. So we do have a retreat, and we are going to do that retreat July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I need to get my cheat sheet.
You can put the sign down.
Where did you?
It's where you put it.
Okay, well, now I've lost my notes.
Did you put them down on the thing over there? In your pocket?
No, I put them down. But anyway, July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th was the retreat that was already scheduled as a shop retreat. So we will do that retreat, but with 10 people, 10 fully vaccinated people, and the cost will be $135 a day. And for private retreats, no, I'm sorry, that's for private retreats. Our retreat is $60. Okay, so for July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, that's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's the shop retreats. It goes from 8 in the morning till 8 in the evening on Friday and Saturday, and then on Sunday it ends at 3. And that is $60 per person. Okay, flat. That's it. You just pay $60 per person. You come for those 3 days and sew and do whatever. Okay. Now, if you're booking a private retreat for your own group of 10, then it's $135 a day plus $50, not $50 a day, but a one-time cleaning fee of $50 for that retreat. So it's $135 a day for the retreat, not per person, that's for the room, and then a $50 cleaning fee. So hopefully that's clear to everybody.
Okay, so Jeff says, so the July retreat is $20 a day, right? Or $60 per the retreat?
Yes. So.
And you have to do all 3 days. So yes,
yes.
But you don't pay daily.
Right, you don't pay. So the retreat, the question was, the retreat is $20 a day. Yes, technically, but we don't pay by the day. You sign up for the 3 days, and it's the $60. So, right. Yeah, but yes, it does break down to $20 a day.
He also asked, are there any up-and-coming block of the month activities planned?
So a question about block of the month activities. Right now, we don't have any scheduled other than the ones that are ongoing, the nebula and then the pillow. But we'll again, because that calendar is in flux and we don't know, we haven't, obviously we've just made this decision, so we haven't had a chance to contact the people who have already booked the room. But there will be some open days. But again, our biggest problem is there's only 3 of us to cover everything. So we're hopefully going to work on perhaps getting another person. So. To ease that, but it's if we're a small operation, we can only do so much. Okay, so are we ready to move on to the projects? Okay, so we had, then maybe that's the Zoom retreat. So right now, we had a Zoom retreat this past weekend, and it was lovely. We had a lovely group of people. We all had a wonderful time, got lots of things done. And one of the questions was, once we open the classroom, will we still be doing Zoom retreats? But once again, we're back to the whole personnel issue. There's only 3 of us, and 2 people have to be in here running the shop. So that makes it, very difficult. We kind of live here. So probably the answer is probably not. We probably won't be doing Zoom retreats, but again, that can change depending on what goes on. So, but we'd love to be able to accommodate everybody, but again, we're 3 people. We can't do everything.
Jeff says, is there anything we can do to help you guys? Shop.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you all have been doing well shopping and helping us stay open. So we're so thankful for that. Okay. So the projects that got worked on this weekend, well, not all of them, but got worked on the weekend, but mostly. So we have a, I think we've probably shown this pattern. Nope. It's a small.
This was in the retreat
okay, this was in the retreat goodie bag. So no, you haven't seen it because we don't put those out until after we have our retreat, so that none of those retreat goers come in and buy what we're giving them in the goodie bag. So it's called Mayflowers. So it's, you know, one of these little single card ones, and it's a little deceptive because, although I'm sure, I mean, it says it finishes 58 by 77, but when I look at this, I think it's a baby quilt, and you know, it's just a small quilt. Well, this is one block. The blocks finish 16 by 16, so they're quite large. They're hefty blocks. These are big flowers, but it's very pretty. So, you know, you could make it a baby quilt if you just did 4 of them, and, you know, a border or whatever, but, you know, very cute. Turns out really cute. So Stacy did this one. Actually, all the projects this time, none of the projects that we're showing this time are mine. I did work on projects, but one is a gift and we can't show it, and the other is still in process. Okay. And Dolores, our premier bag person, made this lovely bag out of cork. So we got cork fabric in, and we did show this pattern, and it can be done in 3 sizes, and this is the middle size, the medium. But it's the whole outside of it is made in cork, and then it has a cotton lining inside, and of course a zipper. So very nice, and this was, you know, easily done because basically it's a box bottom bag with a zipper, and of course this cute little handle on it with lovely hardware that we do have, you know, hardware as well. So and this, you know, Dolores was able to finish this in, you know, one day, part of a day, whatever. So it's a relatively easy, quick and easy bag. And cork is not difficult to sew on at all. So don't be afraid of cork. All right, and then the other thing that we gave away for the retreat in their goodie bag was this pattern. So this is it's called a seasonal runner, and this one is the spring season. And so Dolores made a sample for us, and she put a flange binding on it. So here it is, very lovely, and she quilted it herself. So, and the block that Stacy did, of course, she quilted herself as well. So here we are with beautiful runner. And you could do this in 3, you know, you could make 3 different colored flowers. There's a number of things that you could do differently with this if you wanted to.
That Bonnie and Camille fabric would be cute.
Yes, the Bonnie and Camille fabric would look real cute in this runner. So this is a cut loose press pattern, so those are very inexpensive. They're only $3.50, and that's that project. Now, our favorite 3-yard quilt books. You know, we love these books. So Quilts in a Jiffy is their newest one, and Dolores did this one, and it was quilted by Beth Anthony. So she's a long arm quilter in Buellton. What do you want?
Back up.
Oh. Okay, and this was done with Laura Heine fabric, and I forget the name of which pattern in there that she did, but landslide. But of course, you know, it looks very different in our fabrics than it does in the fabrics featured in the book. But no matter what you do these 3-yard quilt patterns in, they come out beautifully. So I don't know if you want to do any close-up of the quilting. Oh, okay. You did already? Yeah. Okay. So beautifully quilted by Beth Anthony and beautifully made by Dolores. And again, she did the flange binding. I don't know if we got a close-up of that. So for people who aren't familiar with that, it's actually 2 pieces, and you get this extra little pop of color. So sometimes you want to put that on there for the pop of color. Okay, and then Stacy made a bianni project called Tools of the Trade. I saw this featured in a video and thought, oh, we should all make one of these because we could all put our stuff in there, and then when you have to come here to sew, everything fits in there. It's just that bag and your machine. Okay.
Well, Jeff, it's not hard to do the flange binding.
No,
It's easier.
it's easy to do the flange binding, and the flange binding allows you to totally machine sew that on. So there's no hand sewing in the flange binding. So you know we love that. Okay, but this is the bag. It's rather huge. I'll model it. However, it does fit a lot. But there are a lot of pieces, and okay, I'm just going to say right off the top, no, this is not going to be a class. But it does fit a lot of things. So you have you have these outer pockets, so this one, and then behind it is another pocket. And then you've got magnetic snaps. So I know you can't tell that, but they really do magnetize. And then you've got these zippers here that open up in the side. And so it opens up quite large. Whoops. Okay. So.
Holy cow, that is giant. You look thin.
Oh, good. Oh, does this bag make me look thin?
Tracy says he needs to get on that for her.
Okay, so you've got this big mesh pocket here that would fit your projects or, whatever, all your leftover things from this bag. And then you've got this, you've got this sleeve here that forms dual pockets. So you've got the mesh ones, and then you've got this behind it. So I think she's got some rulers in here. So this is actually full of things right now. And then you've got a big pocket here, and she's got her 24-inch ruler in there, and some other rulers, and her mat.
And my wool mat's going to go in there too.
And she said her wool mat is going to go in there as well. So I think we might have said, well, maybe we said it at the retreat, I don't know. But the video for this shows a woman, getting in her car with all of her gear for a retreat. And of course she's got all these bags and things, and she's dropping things, but it all fits in here. So it was that video. It's like, oh, that's every person who comes here trying to schlep their stuff from their car into the shop. But the reason this will not be a class is, first of all, there are so many fabrics you have to choose. Now, you can do it with 3 fabrics or 3 or 4 or whatever. Stacy chose she wanted to use all of her, she loves Natalie Barnes, the designer, and she wanted to use the fabrics that she's been collecting. So she chose a lot of different fabrics, but it's figuring out where each piece of fabric, they call it one thing and you're looking at it trying to figure out what it is. But they do have videos that go through a lot of that. But it is time-consuming picking the fabrics, and it's a lot of fabrics because it's for just the back, the back and the front. It's 2.5 yards, and then 2.5 yards for the lining. Now there are 2 versions of this. There's a smaller one, so you could make the smaller one, but you're not going to fit your 24-inch ruler in there. So it's. If you bought the ruler safe, then you don't have to have the big one. You could do the smaller one because you could carry your rulers in the ruler safe. But it truly is a fabulous bag once you get done. But it is a lot of, you've got to quilt all this, all these fabrics have to be quilted. So there's an initial lot of quilting that you have to do. You've got to make bias binding. We are going to be having the zippers by the yard because it takes a lot of zipper. So you have to, you know, cut the zipper. So it's a lot of things that go into this, but it's fabulous once it's done. And no, it's not going to be a class. And no, we will not make one for you. So let's just pour stuff. We can assist you if you get stuck. Yes, we certainly will. And we can help you pick out the fabrics and figure out where they're supposed to go, because now we know. So I'm in the midst of doing one. I didn't get mine finished because I had to work on something else first, but it will be done. And Dolores hasn't started hers yet. I think she's a little intimidated now after this, but you know, and
well,
she may.
Now you just intimidated everybody else.
And she may, I know, and she may opt to do the smaller one, which you could. But you know, once you're done, and you know, I mean, it's a bit of work, but it's doable. There's nothing that's difficult about it. It's just that there's a lot of pieces and parts to it, and it just takes time. It is not something that you just knock out. I mean, Stacy did it in the 3 days that we were here, but she had her fabric all quilted and had chosen where everything goes. So that part of the work was already done. So, and then it's still, well, really it took her more than the 3 days because
well,
you had,
I had to work on Saturday.
yeah, she did work on Saturday. So, okay, 2 days, and then she finished it last night. So it, it takes a bit of time, and you know, Stacy's a power sewer, so so for the rest of us, or for me, the slug, it would take a little longer. But okay,
That's why
but
it's not going to be a class.
yeah, so but it is a fabulous bag. It really is. You know, this is, and it is.
And talk about the ring in front.
Oh,
Carrying this
okay.
around.
So then you can carry this. So it, you know, this is over the shoulder, but you can also carry it crossbody. So you install these rings. So there's one on the front and one on the back, and you make another strap that's longer that goes around, and then you can carry this crossbody, which, you know, Stacy's going to do but is not done yet. So so that makes it a little easier to carry, because when you get all your stuff in there, it's pretty heavy. But hopefully you only have to go from your car to wherever it is you're sewing, and just take this and tote your little sewing machine behind you, and once you get in there, you are done. Okay. All right.
Do you guys have the longer zippers in stock now?
We have, I think right now we only have white of the four yards of,
It's not online yet.
and it's not online yet, but you know, it will be. But we are ordering others. You know, we'll try to order, you know, a multitude of colors, since we don't know what people are going to use. And actually, we are thinking of doing another project, and it takes it takes more zipper. So we're going to be ordering it by the yard as well, in addition to the 24-inch that we carry now. And you know, and on Stacy's, she went ahead and used a 24-inch here, you know, of a different color, because she didn't want to put the pink zipper in there that she had done on the rest of it. So, you know, you can mix and match zippers, and, you know, that's the thing with bags. They're fun. You can use a lot of your fun fabrics in them. But this one, you know, you just have to spend some time. You got to watch the videos and see where, or come to us and say, where does this go?
Or just do the 3 that it calls.
Or just do the 3 fabrics that it calls for, and you won't get so mixed up. But it does have, you know, a sheet of labels, and we highly recommend that you copy that and cut those out and label everything, because you will not remember. I couldn't remember for 2 minutes. What? Now wait, is this my flap? Is this my? So they need to be labeled. Okay. Any other questions? All righty. So we've had kind of a long little chat here. Well, I've been chatting. You all have just been laughing.
TMI.
Oh, TMI. Okay, yes, TMI is in 2 weeks. I don't know what that date is. Yeah, it might be May 13th. But anyway, it's 2 weeks from Tuesday, so it's
Yesterday.
yes, Tuesday. every other Tuesday at 9 a.m. So we're able, it's a Zoom, and so you come on and we come on, and we're actually able to interact back and forth. It's not just us blabbing to you. You get to blab to us too. So it's you know, it's fun. We've had, you know, not a lot of people, but it's the groups that we've had have been a lot of fun. So we've learned lots of things. They've probably learned more than they wanted to about us, but such is life. Okay, so to cap it off, remember our big announcement. The classroom is opening on May 17th for fully vaccinated people, okay, and limited to groups of 10. And so all this information will be on the website and in the newsletter. So if you didn't catch it all and you don't want to have to watch this all over again, read the newsletter. Okay? All right. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.